If y'all know someone that needs the information, make sure you let them know. Go to bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann, bit.ly/King Ashley Ann. You can do anything. So basically, if you're here tonight, it's like you're getting a little bonus, and it will really help you apply what's in tomorrow's training. So we're going to talk about mapping. Hi, Ebony from Boston. I saw someone from Trinidad. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so mapping has a lot to do with like how clients, it's a part of a funnel. Okay, and a funnel is basically how we make money. And so mapping has a lot to do with the path that our clients are on, but there's another part of the funnel that people don't talk about, which is the return path. And if I remember last time, I told y'all it's 3 ways that businesses grow, right? Increase sales, new customers, and return or repeat customers. So the mapping we're going to do is going to cover all 3 of those pieces of business growth for you, okay? So anyway, so that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. Y'all know drill, ain't no replay, okay? If you want a replay of everything in this series, make sure you click the link in the bio and tap, I think it's the second button, okay? If you're not registered for tomorrow's training, click the link in the bio, tap the first button so that way you can come to that. Next piece of housekeeping, any of you guys that order your manifestation kits, most of them, I think everything that was like pre-ordered should be out by Tuesday, maybe Wednesday at the latest. So I'm really, really excited about that. And yes, all of that good stuff. Maybe you should clean up, maybe you should turn up your volume. Maybe you should try exit and come back in. So that is that. Hey, C, my C, what's going on, love? Next is in the housekeeping that you guys need to know about. Never mind. I'll tell y'all later. I was gonna tell y'all something, but I'll tell you later. Okay. I'll tell you later. It don't matter. Anyways, if it is you got your shipping notification today, hey, we've been working hard to get them cleared out. We've been working really, really hard to get them cleared out and get everything up to date for sure. You love my reel? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Okay, so everybody, y'all know what I want to see. Say, hey, God, hey. Y'all got to give it up for the big G-O-D because that's who gave me the gifts of business, beautification, and hospitality. I've been able to use those to make a crap load of money for myself, but more importantly, I've been able to help over 11,000 people make money with their social media accounts. Right now, over 700 of my clients are 6-figure earners. I have 146 who have done $1 million in under a year, and I have 9 right now that are having $1 million months, so I'm super excited about that. I'm like your coach's favorite coach, like in real life. A lot of the men and the women that you see out here making big moves, I am the woman behind the curtain out here in these social media streets. So yeah, 3 rules. If it's your first time here, don't let it be your last time here. So if you're in the US or Canada, text the word commas to me with a K, K-O-M-M-A-S. You can text the word commas to me. And so then you'll get notifications of when I'm giving live sessions, free trainings, discounts, all of that kind of cool stuff. And we do birthday gifts. If you're outside of the United States, you're going to click the link in the bio and you're going to join the Royal Court. Okay. Hey, Studio Yvonne. Second rule, if I say something and you don't know what it is, pipe up. You know what I'm saying? Say, hey, I need some help. I don't understand that concept. I don't know what that word is. I don't know what that means. Can't guarantee that I will answer all of them, but I will do my best to answer what I can, okay? If you are, let's see, and then rule number 3, if you know somebody that will find this information helpful and useful, literally, tell them. Tell your mama, tell your daddy, tell a pimp, tell a player, tell a heifer, tell a hustler, tell somebody your upline, tell somebody your downline, tell somebody about your girl. Smarter, thank you for that badge. So that is that. Okay, so this is the thing about CVO, which is customer evaluation optimization, and a lot of people are unfamiliar with the concept of it and they don't understand how important it is. And a lot of times when you are just focused on sales conversions, your business will suffer and you're not going to be able to make money over the long haul, okay? It's just not going to be able to happen. A lot of businesses that are sustainable, we understand the customer evaluation optimization. And so I spent pretty much the whole time, the last session we were together, talking about how businesses make money, and then talking more about finding your specific niche audiences, right? So we were like 1 to 3 is what most people are going to have, and then being able to communicate with them and creating the space and some value and actually building a relationship with the customers. And the reason I stopped at the end of the broadcast right there, because I knew we weren't going to have enough time to get through the maps. And I've been thinking all day trying to figure out how I wanted to teach the map, okay? So anyway, get you a little notebook or a piece of paper. You guys that are getting the kit, y'all know the $1 Million Mind Maps are inside of here. So we're going to build our maps in here, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this map. Y'all see it's a blank sheet that we're starting off with. So I'm going to do this map like piece by piece. So that way it makes it easier for everybody to understand when we're going through it. And as many years as I've been doing funnels, as many clients as I've helped, as much success as I'm having, I'm literally still to this day, I use a good old pen and paper, honey. Those of you that are interested in manifesting wealth and success in your business, honey, you cannot deny the power of a pen and a pad and it being able to make things so and bring things into fruition, okay? So, get your little pencil, get your little pad, little paper. Those of you that are getting your kits, okay, you may want this to be the first thing that you ever map out inside of your Mad Map, okay? And so basically what we want to do is determine they call it a product market fit. I'm going to say an offer market fit because social media is a little different. Hold on. Y'all do me a favor. Y'all know what I forgot. Y'all hit me with the ready. Let me see it roll through my comments. I'm tripping. I'm tripping in these streets. I was like, something feel off. Child, it's late. I've had a long day. It hasn't been a bad day. It's just been, I just got a lot of stuff going on right now. Got a lot of irons in the fire right now. That's all. Now I'm just trying to get my little life together, okay? So thank you. I'm tripping, y'all. Tripping. Okay. Now, what I was gonna say. So typically, like when I went through school, I was taught the product market fit. Okay. We just gonna say offer market fit. Essentially the same thing as product market, just offer market. The reason I say offer market is because social media has changed the game. It hasn't changed like the foundations of business. I feel like the foundations of doing business will be the same until the end of time. But like you don't have to have a product anymore to make money. And I know conceptually y'all like, what? We'll be talking about this definitely in the training tomorrow. I have a lot of clients that don't actually have products and they make money, okay? Now, let me tell you how social media enables this to happen. If there's something that you're really passionate about and you just want to focus on that and producing content and creating community around that, you can get paid. You can get paid because of the advertising dollars. You can get paid based on your views. I turned on my IGTV monetization maybe a week and a half ago or whatever, so it's interesting to see that work, okay? You can get paid. Everybody knows YouTube, pays per views and spins. TikTok has a creative program. You get paid, based on your views. But more importantly, when you're able to build up an audience, you can also invite other businesses, right, who are interested in your audience, and you can get direct brand partnerships and brand sponsorship deals. And that's how a lot of people rake in big bucks. If you have very valuable content, you can create your own little memberships and Patreons and things like that. And so anyway, this is why I have so many clients that don't actually have a product, but they offer a community or a space or a membership about people who like that topic. My favorite example of this is DJ Richie Sky. Okay, DJ Richie Sky is amazing. Any of you guys that follow him on Instagram or YouTube, and y'all will see that DJ Richie Sky actually has done an amazing job, literally covering everything housewife related, like through all of the franchises. He has been able to grow that channel by leaps and bounds, and he makes tons and tons and tons and tons of money from doing that. Ken Dahl is not my client, but he's another commentator here on Instagram. A lot of y'all know because he does all the commentary on the Love and Hip Hop series, right? And some of the other franchises. And he is very entertaining. He is super fun, okay? So we out here doing today. I just want to start off. Child. Don't advertise in my page, y'all. If you want ad spots, click the link in the bio, okay? And tap the little button that says promo. People pay for promo spots, and we don't do that. Blink, blink, blink. That's ticky-tacky. Ticky-tacky. Tried it. Anyway, okay? So I'm going to say offers because I have people that sell physical products through their social media pages and they make a lot of money. I actually have service providers. So like doctors, lawyers, estheticians, lawn care service providers, people that do microblading, all those sorts of types of things, they make a lot of money through social media. People who are involved in MLM companies, they make a lot of money out here in these social media streets. People who have drop shipping stores, okay? So they never even ever touch a product and they make a lot. They act basically as the middleman, and they make, hey Crimson Law Coach, what's going on? They make a lot of money through social media channels. So that's why I would prefer to say an offer over a product. Yes, I have a lot of clients that are real estate agents. Victoria, I'm not even trying to be funny, honey, but didn't you hear me say service provider? Is a real estate agent, is they or is they not a service provider? A service provider is a service provider. And this, I would say this is not just to you, because every time I run down a list of things and I say physical products, digital products, service-based businesses, you know, communities, personalities, there's always somebody that pops in and they be like, well, what about this and what about that? And I'm like, you fall into that category. And I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm not trying to be slick. I'm just trying to keep it 100 with y'all because I want y'all to win. I want y'all to do great. I want you to make it out here. You're going to have a very difficult time being successful in your business if you don't understand your business. And what I mean by that is you should be able to say, I do this, I sell that, I offer this, I contribute in that way, I'm a part of this community, so this puts me in this category. And I'm not even just trying to call you out. There was somebody the other day and I was telling them that they do MLM and they were like, no, I don't. And I was like, yes, you do. I was like, you do MLM? They're like, no, I'm in a home-based business. And I'm like, MLM, home-based business, network marketing is all the same. You know what I'm saying? Like real life, like not even trying to be funny. Like it's all the same. So I would encourage y'all, like before you get into business or you start trying to make money with something, you should know at least what you provide. Like, do you offer space or community? Are you a service provider? Do you sell physical products? You know what I'm saying? Do you have some type of combination? Like, you know, like, do you have if you have a physical building that people can come to, you're brick and mortar. So when people talk about brick and mortar businesses, they're talking about you. Any of you guys that have a physical business that someone can like drive up to and park their car and open up a door and come in, that's brick and mortar. Okay. So anyway, sorry to get out here, but learn what you are. So if I say this works, and I have several real estate clients that are amazing. I have clients that are brokers, clients that are wholesalers in real estate. I have clients that do fundraising for investment properties out here. I have clients that do that buy and hold, that fix and flip. I have clients that are just traditional realtors out here generating their leads and making a killing at it. And y'all see a lot of these people floating around, like out here living, you know what I'm saying, doing what they need to do. So anyway, we're gonna say that this is your offer market fit instead of a product market fit. Okay. And I just spent too much time explaining that. So we're just gonna go offer market fit. And I tell people this all the time. They will have some type of offer and it could be awesome, but you're offering it to the wrong people. And I told you guys this a long time ago. Hey, only one Queen Cam, thank you for those badges, boo. So what I mean by this is when I first started my event design and production company, I had a good service, right? I had a good offer. I'm a luxury event designer and producer, right? However, I was trying to offer my services to the wrong market. There were people who could not afford my services. They thought my work was beautiful, but even if they wanted to, they literally could not come up with the funding for it. I was in the wrong magazines. I was running these ads on these church fans. I was on like supermarket cards, billboards in the wrong neighborhoods. I was running all kinds of radio ads, ads on cable TV. Like I was doing all the stuff, right? Because they had taught me to be a mass marketer, and we talked about this in the last session yesterday. And the answer was not being a mass marketer. It was getting more into targeting, which is where the CBO comes into play, right? And a lot of you guys have really amazing products, but you're not offering your product. You're not offering your commentary. You're not offering your content. You're not offering your blog. Whatever it is you have, your podcast, you're not offering it to the right group. And this is what it means. Thank you for the badge, Crimson Law Coach. And this is what we mean when we talk about your offer market fit, okay? They have to fit. You can't just be out here saying, I got a product, come down here and holler at me, you know what I'm saying? And let's see what's going on. So if you got your little sheet of paper, I want you to write offer market fit at the top. And we're going to build out maps around this, okay? So the very first thing, and we're going to talk about this right now from the perspective as far as social media. Okay, we're just gonna focus on social media for right now. Okay, and the first thing you have to do is choose your traffic source. Now, it was very interesting. There was a young lady on yesterday, and she was talking about how she's on all these different social media platforms, and a lot of people make this mistake. You feel like you have to be everywhere. You don't have to be everywhere. All your clientele is not even everywhere. And a lot of you guys don't even know this. Is it Mej Marie or Mij Marie? Is it Mej Marie or Mij Marie? Thank you for the badge. Give me an enunciation key. Give me an enunciation key. Okay? Excuse me. Okay? So, first thing first is you have to think about where your client base is. Now, I'll be honest, I think that there are so many people that use different social media platforms, even if it's only like 0.00025% of your audience is on one of those platforms, there's still going to be enough people to support you, but it's just all about like more of the profile or the archetype of your audience. And so we'll get into that a little later, okay? But I just want y'all to roll with me, okay? So for instance, one of the major social media platforms still to this day is Twitter in these streets. CWC Debbie, CWC by Debbie. Sorry, thank you for the badge, love. Aaron J. Pittman, thank you for the badge, right? So are y'all picking up what I'm putting down? So like Twitter is still a major platform. Facebook is still a major platform. TikTok has become, a pretty major, it's a force to be reckoned with. I don't think TikTok is going anywhere anytime soon, okay? Instagram is definitely another major platform out here in these streets, okay? YouTube is a big data platform. It's probably not going to go anywhere for a very long time. Snapchat is here and there, but I think Snapchat is going to stick around for a long time as well, okay? So we're in Pinterest. Pinterest is another big platform, right? And all of these platforms have different types of people, right? And different personality types and different audience members there. So now, when you think about Pinterest, what do you think about? This is more people that are into designs, people into crafting, people that like projects, right? People that are having events and they want to be inspired. Even if it's like business related, they like infographics. So if you're going to do something on Pinterest, you're looking for people who probably want to do more of DIY instead of done for you, right? That's a big thing that you're going to notice about a lot of the people on Pinterest, right? They're interested in trying to recreate things or looking for inspiration before they get started on a project. Yeah, a lot of fashion, hairstyles, makeup, anything like that. So that's what you're going to find there. So if you have some type of offer, and in that offer, you literally are like teaching people how to do something, right? If you want to, if we're doing like semi-homemade or something that's in the process, something that's in the steps, then that customer base is probably going to be on Pinterest. If you're doing like done for you services and they're high level done for you services, your customer probably is not going to come from Pinterest. I'm not saying you're not going to get a few of them there, but it's not going to be a whole lot of them there. You picking up what I'm putting down? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down, right? Then you think about, let's see, Shelly said, yeah, I use Pinterest to learn stuff and decor tips, right? Then you think about a platform like YouTube, okay? YouTube is out here in these streets, and people use YouTube almost like a library. They use it almost the way we used to use encyclopedias back in the day, right? Where you would go into the library, you would search, A through Z, whatever it started with, you would get the encyclopedia, pull it out, get your starter information, and kind of go from there. People use YouTube almost like a library. So YouTube is there, and YouTube is interesting because out of all of the social media platforms, it doesn't have a definite age range. Like YouTube, you're gonna find literally from infants, you know what I'm saying? Like literally 3-month-olds watching their favorite little programming on YouTube all the way up to somebody that's like 110. Okay? Like YouTube is entertainment, YouTube is education, YouTube is community, YouTube, right? You can find all kinds of series. You can find almost anything you want to find on YouTube. From cooking to changing the oil in your car, right? To getting tips about how to reshingle a roof. I mean, it's really, like it's all there, to watching, your favorite web series, right? To be entertained out there. So YouTube, you think of it more like a library, and like I said, it's unique because it has like such a big range of people. I feel like anybody that pushes out consistent content, and I'm talking about at this point, if you really want to be competitive on YouTube, you really have to like live stream at least once a day. And if you don't want to live stream once a day, you got to be putting out pieces of content at least 2 or 3 times a day. A lot of the people that I've seen that have been able to amass like 100,000 followers and stuff like that in a year's window, when they from 0 to 100,000 on YouTube, they literally push out 2 to 3 pieces of content per day on YouTube, or they live stream at least once every day on YouTube. And a lot of them will live stream and then they will do some pre-recorded content as well. Like it just is what it is. You can't get by like back in the day how you could just put up, new content like once a month and you could get away with it on YouTube. You can't do that no more. It's just not how it works if you want to be able to grow. But anyway, if you have something where you can show people, you have something that you can teach people, if you have something like that's really entertaining, like a series or something, you're gonna do really well on YouTube. Then we get into Facebook and Instagram. I'm gonna keep them together because Facebook owns both of them anyway, but you're gonna find more of a younger demographic on Instagram than you are on Facebook, right? So on Instagram, your demographic is going to tend more like on the younger side. You're going to find more people that are probably like 18 up to 45. That doesn't mean that there aren't people that are 60 and 70 on Instagram. There absolutely positively are, but more when you look at the data, you find an older demographic on Facebook and you find an older demographic on LinkedIn. If you talk to anyone that's under the age of 25, even if they have a Facebook page, a lot of them aren't super active on it, okay? And they will tell you, they'll be like, Facebook is for old people. They will straight up tell you that. Go ask your little cousin, go and ask your daughter or your son, go and ask, a younger co-worker or something like that about Facebook. And a lot of them are not on Facebook the way someone 40 and up is going to be on Facebook. And they'll be like, Facebook is for old people. Also, what you're going to find more about your users on Facebook, they want way more detail than a user on Instagram. People on Instagram, they're looking more kind of from like a bird's eye view. They like videos and imagery to explain how things work and what you can get done with it. They appreciate a good series, right? They also want information in shorter snippets here. Hey, in my own lane one, because Instagram people are conditioned to take like short bits of information. So typically it's going to be shorter bits of information that are going to be here too. Latasha said, I've noticed that too. My 18-year-old won't even get a Facebook account. Yeah, I'm telling you, like the youngest ain't here. You said my 17-year-old daughter says that LOL, because it's true. It's true. So Facebook is kind of like aging up. So you're going to have like more 40 and up audience. So if you have a product that's like for a more mature audience, something that is more for like a parent or someone who's like more, I would say, settled or deeper into their career. If you have an offering, you know, that is going to be community based. And when I say community based, I mean like your geographical, physical community, right? Because Facebook is good for local stuff, like local restaurants, local salons, local doctors, local lawyers, stuff like that. Because you know, a lot of times if you grow on Facebook, it's honestly from referrals, right? Instagram, Twitter, you meet TikTok, you meet people all over the world. It's like a big party and people just looking for friends. They're like, hey, you know, you look fun. Let's go to lunch. Let's get our nails done. That sort of type of thing. Facebook, definitely more who know you, who sent you here. Do you know someone that I know, right? Think about it. On Facebook, very rarely are you just going to run into a new person. Like even on the Explore page, most of the information or the content you're getting because someone that you know shares it on their page, or they post it, or they're tagged in something, right? Or they tell you about it, unless you're running like targeted ads. So Facebook is really good for like a physical business in a local region. It's very, very good for that too, not just 40 and up, okay? Instagram, you're meeting people everywhere, all over the whole entire world. TikTok, Twitter, same thing. You're meeting people from all over the place. Can you do geo-targeting through the Facebook Ads Manager to hit the right people over here on the gram? Absolutely, positively you can. But on the cool, Instagram, you're just going to have more people that are younger. But what's interesting about the Instagram audience, which a lot of people don't know, because I remember this years ago. I'm not going to say this coach's name, but she was misinforming people left and right. She's like, you can't make money on Instagram. Hey, the Crochet Bikini Biz, thank you for those hearts. And it's just because she couldn't figure out how to make money. But it's really funny because this lady was, you know, older. She was like in the 40 plus club. In my own lane one, thank you. Okay. And she's like, you can't make money on Instagram. And I'm sitting over here making millions of dollars on Instagram at the time. And I'm like, she's a lie, you know, and she's thinking that I'm making it all from like ad and promotional deals. And I absolutely positively was not. Okay. It's because the audience on Instagram, they may tend to be younger, but they're younger people with a higher income level than other people their age. Does that make sense? That probably sounded confusing when I said it. So like if you start looking at, like if we were looking at users on Instagram that were in between like 30 and 40 years old, right? There would be, you know, like at least 28% of them, the last time I checked, were earning over $150,000 a year. So they have there's more of them here with like expendable incomes. Aaron, you said true, yes, because Slay Your Pageant, thank you. And I think it's because GYSB Movement, thank you for the badge. I think it may be because of you have like a lot of side hustlers and entrepreneurs, and you have a lot of small business owners. You also have a lot of people on Instagram, like even if they're artists and stuff, they're learning like the power in building their own community and stuff like that. And so I think that probably has something to do with it. But also because the gram is hot, you see a lot of, you know, very high powered professionals that are hanging out here too, that are younger. So more of your younger founders and C-level executives and mid-level managers hang out here on the gram more so than on the other social media platforms. Hey, Woman CEO Mindset, what's going on, girl? Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense to y'all. So like, even though the audience on Instagram is younger, they're still very financially stable, and they have a lot of expendable income. They have expendable income to the point that if they see something and they want it, they can buy it right off. And it's not necessarily like that. Like on Snapchat, you'll have a whole bunch of users on Snapchat that are in a younger age too, but a lot of them don't have the level of expendable income that your user has on Instagram. I hope that makes sense to y'all. Thank you for the badge, Nikki Curry Media. I keep trying to call it a super heart, but y'all picking up what I'm putting down. So that's kind of how that works. And if you start looking at the income levels, of users on Facebook, the income users on Instagram actually outrank. They have more expendable income, right? Facebook, you got a whole range of people. Not to say it's not shmoney out there. There is shmoney out there, okay? But it doesn't seem as easy to attract it there as it is over here, okay? Now, when we get into TikTok is like the wild, wild west. And I know that they were like, TikTok was for the young kids, but child, Chile, okay? It's like everybody on TikTok. I see all kinds of people on my FYP all the time. Like, I can't sit here and tell you, you know what I'm saying? Like, that like on TikTok, I'm only seeing like young kids. Most of the people I see in TikTok in my FYP page, most of them are, you said my nails look dangerous. They're far from dangerous. Beautiful. They're useful now. I cut somebody if I need to, slice, but they're not dangerous. I won't use them as weapons unless I want them to be there. But on TikTok, I'm interested to see what type of demographical information comes out about it this year, because they're growing so fast. Right, the grandmas are on TikTok killing it. Like, I literally see people in their 70s and 80s on my TikTok all the time. I feel like TikTok is gonna be like YouTube. Like, as far, you know how YouTube is very interesting because you have like all age ranges on YouTube too, like from infant all the way up to elderly. I feel like TikTok is going to end up being similar to that, because it's very interesting. Like, yeah, there's opinions and there's thoughts and there's entertainment and silliness, but there are all kinds of amazing how-to tutorials and secrets and information that people are trading with one another on TikTok too, just like how to get different things done, you know what I'm saying, that's actually useful, and you're able to get that information in like a little 30-second or 60-second spiel, so people like really like it, right? And if you're really into a content creator and they talk about a specific topic, then you just go over and follow them, right? So you can catch more of whatever that content is that they give. So like, I don't have firm numbers on the ages of people and the income on TikTok yet, but I see all kinds of creators. I see all kinds of entertainers. I see all kinds of community leaders. I see all kinds of thought leaders on there. I mean, it's just a range of people. Yes, everything. And that's the thing on TikTok. Like, you can pick, yes, all kinds of doctors are there, dentists are there, nurses, and all kinds of medical professionals, holistic healers are on there. And then there's somebody on there, silly, making fart noises. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's everything. So I think TikTok is going to be very similar to YouTube, just as far as like the range of the audience and the people that are there. And so, my sales and stuff, they do pretty well. Like, and it's really interesting what I have found so far as people that have been purchasing from me on TikTok. They don't really ask me any questions. They just go buy stuff. Which is very, I know this sounds weird because that's a strange experience for me, like people like literally, someone may ask you something in the comment section and you can take the time to reply to them. It's very communal in that way, and you can actually have conversations in the comments, but no one really asks me a lot of questions. They just go and buy stuff. Can you go live on TikTok? If you have at least 1,000 followers, yes, you can go live on TikTok when you hit 1,000. Yeah, so TikTok is more just people are definitely like, I see it, I like it, I'm interested in it, or I want it. That's a come. You always have all these people that are like, TikTok made me do it. And there's some stuff like, I'm going to make these Cheez-Its. I saw this guy make like out of cheese, like cheese crispers. But I was like, oh my God, it's like a homemade Cheez-It. And I don't have to worry about carbs. I was like, I'm trying it. Like, I'm in the club and TikTok made me do it with this different stuff. You said TikTok has been refreshing for you. Yeah. So anyway, so I don't have numbers for y'all on TikTok like the way that I do on the other, like of the other 6 of the big 7, because they haven't, it's like a newer platform, but they should start pushing out a lot of data towards the end of this year. And so I will be very interested to see like kind of like what the average income is like, what the average age is like, if the age determines like what type of content they're into or what they like to watch, all of those sorts of types of things. And I'll be really interested to see how much time a day someone spends on TikTok. Okay, so for sure, for sure. You said my son goes live. He has 11,000 followers on TikTok. Oh, that's cute. You said he's 8. Okay, turn up. Right now, then we get into another big platform, which is Twitter. Okay, Twitter is for people that like words. They like words. They like to read. They like to verbally spar. They don't seem to care as much about pictures or videos or imagery or anything like that out here in these streets in the Twitter sphere, okay? But you're going to find more like high-level executives. You're going to find a lot of people who are in positions of power and authority in the media out here in Twitter land. You will find a lot of people that do like PR, marketing for large companies and things like that on Twitter. And a lot of times you can get a company or one of these executives or gatekeepers to communicate with you through Twitter. You're going to have a very difficult time getting them to talk to you on the other platforms, but on Twitter, you can get people to talk to you. Rochelle's Turner, thank you for the badge. Also, Twitter is really, really good for community. So I don't know if any of you guys have a favorite TV show that you like to watch, but you literally can go like put in the hashtag for your TV show and see all kinds of commentary. Like, so that's really, really interesting and really, really cool about Twitter, but imagery is not really a big thing. So if you're good with your words and if you're good with communicating in that aspect, you're going to do great on Twitter. SRB, thank you for the badge. Rochelle, thank you for the next badge. So that's how Twitter works. So it's a little different than the other ones. You don't have to worry so much about your video content and your pictures and retouching images and stuff like that over there on Twitter. But on Twitter, you do need to put out a fair amount of content. Most people that grow on Twitter, they put out anywhere in between 16 to 24 tweets per day. And I know some of y'all are like, oh my God, that's a lot. It's really not. That's because you see a lot of people on Twitter like retweeting people's stuff and being parts of conversations and threads and all that kind of stuff, okay? And then the last one I want to talk about is LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really great for any of you guys that are doing business to business. You definitely can do business to business transactions on all of the other social media platforms too. But LinkedIn, like people are actually looking to do, thank you, Miss Jean Tony. Thank you. People are looking to do a deal on LinkedIn. Like they are looking to collaborate. They're looking to book you for their conference, you know, so you can speak to them or do a workshop. They are looking to hire you. They're looking for a logistical crew. Like people go there like looking to link up with other people on LinkedIn, right? So for business to business, I think LinkedIn is great for that. It's very different than all the other social media platforms because you really only have to post like once a day. Most of your power in LinkedIn is going to come from you being involved inside of specific groups and learning how to work the online groups. If you post too much on LinkedIn, people they think you're weird. You know what I'm saying? But if you post something, because so few people post on LinkedIn, you get a fair crowd. One of the easiest techniques that I use on LinkedIn, literally I would have my VAs go into LinkedIn, and anytime I would do a free webinar, we would go and we would literally message at least 1,000 people inside of my network and just tell them we were having the free webinar and the training. And I would literally, you said your husband does well there. Yeah, LinkedIn is really good for like B2B. It's good for executives. It is good for people who are looking to book speaking engagements, stuff like that. LinkedIn's really, really good for that. So, anywho, that's how it works. So now we've done this spiel into the major social media platforms. This should help you understand why you literally should not be trying to post on every single platform, because depending on what your offer is and who it's for, those people may not be on that platform. You picking up what I'm putting down? Like, you shouldn't be over here on LinkedIn trying to put the same type of content that you would put on Instagram or TikTok. It's not going to work. Now, if you made some posts about how to grow your TikTok and how it could be beneficial for business, right? Or how it's good to develop a deeper consciousness for your brand, you would put that content on LinkedIn, right? And then if you wanted to market to people on LinkedIn of how you can build up their TikToks, you would be able to find customers for that on LinkedIn, right? But if you actually wanted to put some visual content out here in these streets or give interesting series and things like that, if it's in a video format, it's gonna do well on TikTok. If it's in a meme format or possibly in a video, it'll do really well here on Instagram, right? If it's a little bit more extensive and you're talking about how you were able to gain, I don't know, 5,000 followers in a week on TikTok or something like that, and it's going to take you a little bit of time to explain it, well, then you actually could put that on YouTube. If you're talking to people, we're going to say 40 and up. And I mean, not saying there aren't 20-year-olds and 30-year-olds on Facebook that are, but really not a lot. But if you want to be known as an authority, like in your area, in your geographical area, right? Or inside of your network of people you already know, well, then you would put it on Facebook and you could go live on there and talk to people about it. And then you may stay with those people on Facebook for 45 minutes all the way up to 2 hours, depending on how many people in the room and what type of discussions you're having. You see what I'm saying? Like we just talked about, all the content it was all related to TikTok, but how you would format it differently on the different platforms depending on who you're trying to reach and what you need the information for. So this is why I personally don't believe that you need to be on all social media platforms, because everybody's customer is on different platforms, okay? And this is, y'all remember earlier this year, y'all were all pressing me, get on Clubhouse, come on Clubhouse, we need you on Clubhouse, Clubhouse. I was like, I'm not going on Clubhouse. I'm like, I got too many other things going on. I ain't trying to be on there, right? How often do you really hear people still going on and on and on about Clubhouse now? Almost everybody was on there. And then they were like, this is a big time vacuum. This is a big time suck. You know, I don't get, what all the crazy about, this and this and this. And I'm not saying Clubhouse is gone. I'm just saying it's not like all of that. You said you haven't been on in months. You see what I'm saying? But it's because you say I rarely get on because I can't get into it. Aaron said not a peep. GYSB movement said it ain't gonna last. Miss Pretty 1908 said no one. You see what I'm saying? Like, you said you notice I didn't mention Clubhouse. Yeah, it's not my thing, right? Rochelle said I got Clubhouse fatigue, right? It was just so much. But for me, my primary audience wasn't on Clubhouse. You said you can pitch to investors on Clubhouse. You can pitch to investors on Facebook. You can pitch to investors on TikTok. You can pitch to investors on Instagram. There was an app called Periscope that just shut down like in March, and you could pitch to investors on there. And this is the thing, the people that are saying they're investors on Clubhouse, most people were not really like going to see if these people really had the credentials. Them people barely had money to invest in a sandwich. There was at least 4 or 5 people running broadcasts that were like, Ask a Millionaire. And I'm like, child, this person ain't got a million pennies. Talking about Ask a Millionaire. Like, like real life. Like I literally can't, I'm gonna do it one day. I'm gonna just open my shirt. I'm gonna be like, Ask a Millionaire. And I'm gonna be petty. I'm gonna put up one of my bank accounts. Yep, I said one. I got several. Okay, I got several that got over 7 figures in them. Okay, blink, blink, blink. Don't play no games with me. I'm gonna put it up and be like, look, I made $20,000 last night. I made $14,000 the night before. I made $100,000 3 days. I'm gonna put it up and be like, Ask a Millionaire. Ask me anything. There was nobody validating any of these people. You just could get in there and just say whatever you want to say. So anyway, long story long. My audience type, my consumer type, the person that I'm looking to work with, they're not really there. They're here, which is why I'm here. You know what I'm saying? They're here. My clients that want to know more about like lifestyle, manifestation, what I'm doing more on the spiritual side, I'm finding that I'm connecting with a lot of those types of people over on TikTok. They like my organizational tips. They like to get dressed with me. They like my manifestations. You know what I'm saying? I got like all this content I need to get put together and put out there. They like all of that. they respond more to that than they do to business. And then it's the opposite over here on Instagram, because you guys like more of like the business tactics, the tips, the steps, all of that stuff here. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you have to learn your audience. Excuse me. And you have to learn what type of content you want to give to them. And more specifically, you need to learn what platform they will be on. So if you got your little sheet of paper, okay, you're going to write offer market fit up here at the top. And we're going to draw a little line down here. Okay. And then we're going to make a little rectangle. And inside of this rectangle, I want you to only write down 1 to 3 social media sources. These are going to be our sources. These are going to be your traffic sources. And the reason I'm telling y'all 1 to 3, okay, is because most of you guys have not mastered one. You're not optimizing one. You're not working it out to your fullest extent. And what happens is when y'all get out here and you're trying to run 7, 10, 12 social media accounts at one time, they start to fall down. You get exhausted. You also get like writer's block or content block. You don't know what to post because you don't really understand what that type of person wants on that platform that they're on. You see what I'm saying? Like, now you can go across all the platforms and claim your name, you know, for the sake of your brand and your company and your imagery and stuff like that. Go and claim them all. But until you get like that one, like I tell people, I personally don't think you should start off trying to do more than 2 social media platforms at a time. You get your 2, get them popping, get them rolling, and you will find that that's enough, and that will create a lot of business for you. And then once you get that together, then expand into another and another and another. So my primary platforms that I spend most of my time on would be Facebook, Instagram. I'm not getting rid of LinkedIn, but I'm turning LinkedIn over to someone on my team to manage it all together so I can pick up YouTube. Okay. And then I have 4, but I've been doing this for longer than y'all. And y'all know I just started TikToking, and I like TikTok because I'm a visual person, right? I like aesthetics. I like crafts. I like all the cute videos. You know what I'm saying? I like to have fun. So if I'm drawing my map, this is what's in my map at the top. Okay. Here's my offer, right? Here's my offer, market fit. And here are my traffic sources is the first thing I'm starting off with, this down from the center. Okay. Now out to the side, I want you to write whatever your, okay? Off to the side, I want you to write an offer. Okay, so I'm going to make another little box. And you can have more than one offer, but we're thinking about primarily what your core offer is. So we're going to draw a little arrow, okay? Okay, got a little arrow right there. And you're going to put whatever your core offer is inside of this, okay? Bada boom, bada bang. Y'all know y'all probably like, why is it off to the side? Just trust me, it need to be off to the side for your core offer. So whatever your core offer is, for me, and y'all know Instacoin is my flagship course, okay? So Instacoin is going to be there. Now, does this mean that's my only product? No. But pretty much all of my physical products, all of my digital products, they all wrap back around to Instacoin Academy, okay? So Instacoin is my core, my flagship or your core product, okay? So you're going to do your core offer. And if you have a restaurant, then you would put like whatever type of food your restaurant serves. If you have a boutique, everybody's boutique kind of has like one type of clothing. So maybe you have like club wear, or you have transitional wear or work wear, right? Like you can put whatever your core offer is. So if I wanted to use it in the example of that, mine would be social media monetization. Okay, so that's my core offer. I do Instacoin if I'm focused on my best-selling product. If I'm going on the offer of what I put out as far as content out here, social media monetization. There's my offer, okay? So that means, what am I doing? The traffic that I'm collecting, I'm driving them over to my offer. Now, and we're building this a little backwards because I'm just doing this for the illustration of helping you guys teach, okay? Helping y'all learn. Now, I'm going to draw another square, or you can do a bubble. I like bubbles too. But we're just going to do little squares to keep it clean. But like my maps I have all kinds of bubbles and shapes and circles and all that kind of stuff, okay? Do whatever feels good to your spirit, okay? Okay. Now up here is where we're going to put our archetype. I don't want you to put anything in this right now because we will cover this on Monday or Tuesday. Depends on how tired I am after tomorrow's training. But this will be it'll probably be Tuesday is where we'll cover archetypes, okay? And get more into detail about that. That's what's going to go here. So your archetype is your person. That's right. Remember I talked about those 1 to 3 niches yesterday? But I didn't tell you how to find them. I'm going to tell you how to find it later, okay? That's what would go here, right? Because they are going to determine what traffic source or what social media platform we're on, okay, to push to our core offer. Everybody understand how the beginning part of our map works. We understand, y'all picking up what I'm putting down thus far, right there, okay? Now, I won't take you too fast, okay? From your traffic source, yes, you're going to push them to your main product, but we also have to build up a list, okay? AKA our lead magnet. So I want you to go down here and we're going to make, okay, a little shape for our lead magnet, because this is where we're going to start getting into kind of our tier 1 funnel, which this is going to be, remember I told y'all it's 3 ways that businesses make money, right? New customers and clients, okay? Increased transactions and return customers and clients. So, and this is gonna do all of it. So we're gonna pick out a little lead magnet. And y'all know my rule. You're always supposed to have 3, okay? If you just got 1 right now, just have 1. But you're going to make your space for your lead magnet, and you're going to be able to write out what your 3 lead magnets are. The reason you have to know these people and what platforms they're on, remember I just told y'all, Instagram is really, really visual. So if you're going to do a lead magnet for somebody over here on Instagram, it's going to have to be really heavy in the audio or in the visuals. So like even if you're a singer, it's probably not enough just to do an audio file. You probably need to put some imagery with your audio file, even if it's a video of you singing, right? If you make hand-blown glass vases or something like that, you may put some imagery behind it with maybe like your cleaning instructions or something like that. If you're on Twitter, remember I told y'all people on Twitter don't really care that much about visuals. They care about the words, right? They like the way that they're put together. That's their preference. So you probably are going to do better with an ebook that doesn't really have any images or pictures in it, but that is very detailed and very, very deep. Y'all picking up how all of this works with CVO? So sometimes y'all's lead magnets aren't converting because you're not giving the people what they want on that platform, okay? So we're going to put a little area here for the lead magnets. Don't write any of your lead magnets right now because I want y'all to really put some thought into the archetype and what platform you're using to figure out what these lead magnets should be. Now, underneath your lead magnet, and we're just drawing out the bubbles, okay? So we can go through and fill them in throughout the rest of this training, okay? So underneath your lead magnet, okay? Y'all know I believe in a whole tier 1 funnel type of situation. So immediately after you offer a lead magnet, there should always be an offer for a low cost product, okay? So we need some type of, so that means if you had like a 20% off coupon, they should immediately go over to a page to shop. Okay, whether it's what's in new, what's on clearance, something, it should be somewhere to shop. So remember I told y'all 3 lead magnets. This means at most you would have 3 offers. Now, can you take the same offer and put it on the back end of every single lead magnet? You absolutely positively can, okay? But we're going to draw 3 spaces for our 3 different offers because we're going to start the process of a tier 1 funnel, aka how we get our new customers, okay? Now, the funnel that I teach you guys, the 5-step funnel around social media, pretty much is embedded into this part of the funnel. So I teach y'all on the micro level. We're doing the macro level. So this is looking at your business like if you got in a little drone and went and looked at it overhead. That's essentially what we're doing right now, okay? So we're going to draw 3 little legs off of this lead magnet area because there's going to be an offer, an offer, an offer, okay? And if you want it to be the same offer, same offer, same offer, same offer, it can be the same offer, but it needs to be an offer. As soon as we give someone something for free, we have to let them know that we have something for pay 99, okay? So I'm going to go into this little section and I'm basically going to build out my offer 1, my offer 2, and my offer 3. Now y'all see why I gave y'all matte paper. Y'all like, what? First, some of y'all was tripping. Y'all was like, what do I need that for? Because some of us, this is how our brains work, okay? Our brains work by maths, okay? Boom, boom, boom. All right, y'all, the little timer just popped up. So this is where we're going to stop at. I'm going to come back and we're going to do 20 to 30 minutes of Q&A. So if you got questions, just come back on, okay? Let me save this. Okay, let me save this out here in these streets and we can get into Q&A. If you need to take a screenshot of this, take a screenshot right now. I'm holding it up. And don't be complaining to me, telling me it's backwards. Take a screenshot and then just flip it over. That's all you got to do, okay? Now this is where we're at so far, okay? Archetype goes into our traffic sources, aka the social media platforms, which is going to push over to whatever your core offer is, okay? And then immediately, depending on what platform these people are, we're going to offer them. I want everybody to have at least 3 lead magnets eventually, but they get a lead magnet, and then from every lead magnet, there should be some pay 99 offer down here immediately, okay? All right, you guys, let me stop this, and if you got questions, come right back, and we'll go through Q&A, okay? Oh, you're welcome, everybody, to saying thank you. All right, I love you guys. Have a fabulous day. Stay safe, stay clean. Like what we teach works. Blink, blink, blink. Boom, there we go.